You are now tuned in to The Gifted Gab.
We live, baby.
Shit kicks clean. I'm blessed. We good?
Bless.
We recording.
Quiet on the set.
Y'all know who the fuck it is, man. Town business in the building.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Hold on. My bad. My phone and shit. I keep forgetting about this fucking thing.
You want to get it? You don't want distraction?
It's all good. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Now we here. Another episode of The Gifted Gab. It's a special one, though. It's a Gifted Gab. Uptown State of Mind episode right here.
Town business. Yo, Uptown is in the building, yo.
The kid T, also known as TJ. Sometimes you might see him in front of the camera. Sometimes you might see him behind the lens. You know, artist, cinematographer, videographer, editor, whatever you want to cut it, graphic designer. What's going on, my guy?
Hey, man, I'm here, man. I'm living. I love that intro was lit. I loved it.
I was practicing it in my head.
I was lying, my nigga. Fuck. Also, that's like some, you know how what's his name, Nori?
Nori, Drink like, Champs.
Does them interviews, them intros and shit. That was lit, though. I loved it, man. I loved it.
Man. Welcome. Long overdue. We would have loved to have you at HQ.
It is what it is, man.
We said, you know what?
Finally here. We in Calgary, at The Guardian. Shout out to Guardian for letting us do this, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You got an interesting journey, man. You know,
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it, you know? You're an artist, right?
Yep.
And you're doing this music thing, and then you stumbled upon the camera.
Yep. Saved my life, man.
Saved your life, yeah. Like a lot of us. Not a camera for some of us. Some of us is basketball, some of us is whatever, a pen, you know? So, like, what was your background? You have a little bit of education, but what really got you into shooting?
Bro, just pursuing a rap, trying to have a rap career, man. Just like, I always wanted to rap, man. Like, I fell in love with rap, bro, at a young age, bro, and just like, I wanted to be like them niggas. I wanted to look like them, you know what I mean? I wanted to be fly. I wanted to, you know, like, and just the way that. You know the era, 2000s era, Dipset, you know, like Hove, Heyday, like fam, like that was like, I grew up like knee deep into that shit. Like Baby Blue Sound Crew was like one of the first CDs I ever heard, man, in my life. Like that Toronto shit, you know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, man, I just pursued music, man, and then I met my homie Vince, and then he showed me the camera, and I just ran with that shit, man, and it helped me a lot, bro. I just wanted to like be able to have like, you know, full creative control on like myself and like how I like put myself out as an artist, you know what I mean? Like I don't want some other nigga having that like, you know, that title and that power over my shit, you know? It was like I wanted to be a one man band type shit, you know what I'm saying? So
now you could do both. You could do in front of the camera, you could do behind the camera, right? And now
in front of the camera, it's played out, fam. For me personally, it's like, when I step in front of the camera, though, just know it's a movie. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna shit on something. You know what I mean?
But now you're transitioning.
Yeah, fully transition. Music. I ain't really rapping like that no more. You know what I mean? So like, the camera, fully transition. I would say that. Yeah, the camera took over my life, man.
The camera took over your life. You started with like music videos, but now you're going like the film route.
Yeah.
Right. What inspired you to go that way? Was it like, did you always want to go film, or was it just something that you stumbled upon, kind of like how you stumbled upon the camera?
Yeah, bro. Like, first it started with music videos. You know what I mean? That was the first grind, the first hustle, because I just wanted to do my own music videos. But then like, just like seeing, you know, all other like, you know, facets of film and like docs. I'm a big fan of docs.
What's your favorite documentaries right now?
Right now, fuck, bro. Last Dance, The Genius, the Kanye joint, the Aaron Hernandez shit was crazy.
Yeah, the Aaron Hernandez.
The Gabriel Hernandez one was crazy. I'm big on like them real stories, man. Like that gritty shit. Like, what's another crazy one I watched? Like those untold stories on Netflix and shit.
Yeah, those ones.
You know what I mean? Malice in the Palace.
That one was really good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with all that, bro. But like, just going from doing music videos to like the actual film side of things, like cinematography and like, you know, being on sets and like sound man and like, you know, makeup artists and all that shit. I just, man, like I just transitioned, man. Like music videos just ain't really did it for me, man. I was like, fuck it, yo. Like let me. I want to get that next Netflix deal. You know what I mean? I need that 30 mil. Shout out Cootie, yo.
Yeah, I thought they were underpaid for that, man.
Yeah. Or aren't we all though? You know what I mean? But like underpaid. You know, you can't really be like greedy at something like that or look at it as like underpaid. I'm like 30 M's, bro. Someone give me 30 M's for some footage, man. Take that, yo.
That's different footage. That's different footage, though.
Yeah, trust. But think about it, bro. Kanye was just an average nigga at one point. You know what I mean? And when that doc like solidified that, it was like, yo, bro, like how much people slept on a dude that just wanted something so bad. You know what I mean? And like, my favorite one would be like those ones that I said, and just man. I'm waiting on the Nipsey one.
I want to see that one too. I'm a big Nipsey guy, man. Shout out Nipsey guy.
I hope they do it right. I hope it's not some like some prime bullshit. I need that Netflix logo on the poster, my nigga.
Yeah, I don't know if you hear that. I mean, you said something about the Kanye doc, about how he was so slept on, right? Do you feel like, as a guy that's now behind the camera, do you feel like that you're slept on as well?
Man, I always felt fucking like the underdog, man. Like just growing up, fucking, bro, motherfuckers used to bully me for being light skinned. You know what I mean? You were not black enough. You know what I mean? So it's like, fuck, you should see my parents. You know what I mean? Like, see my pops, see my granny who raised me. I was raised in a Jamaican household, so it's like, my nigga, growing up, bro, I was always like, kind of like the black sheep, you could say. You know what I mean? Just even in my family and just being out, just growing up in my hood and shit, Whitehorn, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people didn't really fuck with me, bro, but I got my dogs, you know what I mean? I have my niggas and shit, but like for the music side of things, like, man, niggas ain't really show me love out here. I rap a different rap, you know what I mean? Calgary is more like, they like that tasteful shit. They don't want to hear the nigga shit, per se, right? So
it's stereotypical.
Yeah, right. And it's just like we looked at like as hoodlums and shit, just because we talk about real shit, like real life.
That's our experience.
Yeah, right. So yeah, man, I always felt like I was like slept on musically, just in the city, but it gave me that like fire, man. Like, I'm gonna make you niggas see me, regardless. Like, whether it's I'm a rapper or behind the camera, like whatever, is just, my mark's gonna be, my presence gonna be felt, my mark's gonna be here, and like, that's one thing I push on niggas, man. Like, leave your mark, bro. Like, cause the fuck, what else we got, What are you gonna leave for the people that come after you? You know what I'm saying? What are they gonna say about you, right?
Yeah, what made you think, about leaving your mark, legacy, and things? Because that's something that, some people understand that. Like a very small handful of people are like, I want to create something.
Yeah.
I want to create something that will live longer than me, that people will remember me by, that people look at the name attached to this thing, that my kids will remember me by. You know what I mean? So some people think like that. And some people, they never really think of that, or they just go through the motions. So what is it that made you start thinking about that longevity, that legacy?
Fuck, man. Back to like fucking being the underdog, man. Being, the black sheep, bro. Like, I come from a broken family, you know what I mean? Like, my mom's a crackhead. My dad was a pimp, got deported in like 2007. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up with my granny. She wasn't in the house, she was working and shit. So it's like, fam, my pop's legacy, bro, is drugs and fucking pimping, street shit, you know what I mean? Like, and that was passed down to me, you know what I mean? So it's like, I was born into this, so, and just like, my family's been fucked up, you know what I mean? And so it's like, am I just supposed to keep it this way? You know what I mean? Or like, I gotta change it regardless, like fuck that. Like I ain't gonna be one of them statistics, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna fall into that circle, the cycle or whatever, of just like bad shit. Cause motherfuckers grow up and they like, and I almost went that route, fam, just like looking at my pops and how he carried himself and like, wanting a bunch of bitches, you know what I mean? I want all the women, I wanna look fly, I wanna, you know what I mean? I need to be the flyest nigga and like just the arrogance, you know what I mean? And I looked at it like that shit was cool, you know what I mean? Like, And I almost went that route, fam. So it's like I didn't. If I went that route, bro, how the fuck? What's my legacy gonna turn out like? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just another hood nigga. You know what I mean? Just another nigga that in the streets. Like fuck that, bro. Like, so I just told myself, man, like, before I die, my nigga, I want people to be proud of me. You know what I mean? I want my family to be proud of me. You know what I mean? I want my niggas to be proud of me and just say that this nigga did it the best. You know what I mean? And no one could ever take that from him. You know what I mean? And yeah, bro, that's it. Yeah. Legacy, man.
Legacy, yeah, that's it right there.
And like I said, bro, coming from something that niggas look at like, yo, this nigga's already a write-off. You know what I mean? Like, look what he comes from. You know, good luck. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, man, I'm gonna prove you wrong. Like, you know, I'm gonna be the best, and I'm gonna break this shit, break this cycle of bullshit, make my granny proud. You know what I mean? And that's it.
That's all.
Make the city proud. Make Calgary proud. You know what I mean? Because that's another thing, bro. Like, you talk about legacy, man. Like, I don't want Calgary to be known for like Stampede and shit like that. Like, bro, I grew up here, fam. I know we get busy out here, bro, as any other city, man. You know what I mean? Every other city has their, you know, their dark parts and shit. You know what I mean? And it's like, fucking, what's gonna shine from that? You know what I mean? So why can I be one of them niggas that shed some light? You know, show some light or light for the city. You know what I mean? So
show some of the stories, right?
Yeah, facts.
You touched on, you know, how Calgary has a reputation already, something that people look at like, okay, this is Calgary, and they put this in this box. But right now, as we can see outside, you know, I don't know if you saw when you were walking in here, The Last of Us is being shot outside.
Yeah, I know, I saw that. Yeah, fam. I got the big trucks and thing, the apocalyptic looking shit. Yeah, I saw that. So I was gonna take that in. I was like, yeah, you're right, man. I saw that shit. I didn't even take it in, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So that means that a lot of things are coming to Alberta, Calgary.
It's cheap. It's cheaper.
It's cheap. Yes.
It's cheaper, man. I think they got like a tax break or some shit.
Yeah, the government is pouring a lot of money into, film and television credits.
Yeah, man. And we got some nice spots. We got some nice locations, man. Like, you know, they shot that one DMX movie with Steven Seagal.
Really?
The opening scenes on the Center Street Bridge, it's like a shootout or some shit.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, bro. Exit Wounds with Steven Seagal and DMX. R.I.P. to GOAT. You know what I mean? Like, for real, in Calgary.
I didn't know that.
Opening scene.
I knew that they filmed like The Revenant.
Yeah.
The Revenant was
my nigga, this is 90s, fam. They've been doing cool runnings.
Cool runnings, yeah.
You know what I mean? Cool like, it's just, you know, now it's like more mainstream, right? Like, we're getting more them bigger budgets and shit, you know, the big budget films, you know. I remember I know a homegirl, she worked at a restaurant, and DiCaprio sitting in the restaurant, you know, low key with his hat on, trying to not be seen and shit, you know what I mean?
We know it's you, Leo.
Yeah, for real. And I remember my homie saw the Ant-Man dude just downtown one time, you know what I mean?
They be filming, they come here.
Yeah,
man.
just chilling, yeah.
A lot of production stuff are coming here. So what, for you as a guy that's behind the camera, you're creating and stuff. What does that mean for you? That you see that more?
Tap the fuck in. Tap in. If you're late, sorry. Don't be late to the party, man. Like, you know? Sharpen your sword. Go to battle. Fuck, bro. If I was ever to get an opportunity to be on one of them big productions or whatever, bro, I would be a sponge. Like, SpongeBob, fam. For real. Like, no cap. Like,
and it just takes, you know, a couple of the right moves, knowing the right people, and it happens.
Being in the right place, right time.
That's it.
For real.
It's a lot of timing. I think we underestimate the essence of timing.
Yeah.
Because good timing can get you in rooms, network can get you in rooms, and the hard work too, right? You gotta just be grinding. Yeah. You know, you just came from a shoot.
Yeah, fam. Fuck, bro. No sleep, fam.
No sleep, you know?
Team no sleep, dog. For real.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah,
right?
Talk to me, fam.
We're back to normal, right?
So, yeah.
Normal-ish, right?
We're outside, yeah. We got some freedoms, you know.
We're outside, right? What was the pandemic for you?
Fuck, bro. Honestly, man, I would say it was kind of like a lock-in phase. Like, okay, nothing, can't do nothing. What am I gonna do? I've been doing the video thing. So I literally, man, what I personally did, deadass, as soon as this, like, I got back from Jamaica right when it started. So like, I went to Jamaica 2019 New Year's to see my pops and shit. So I celebrated 2020 New Year's in Jamaica. You know what I mean? I stayed there December, like the end of December, like Christmas through New Year's. I got back like mid January, late Jan, and then boom, it was COVID. It was like, so January, February, COVID. So like I had beer footage in Jamaica. So I just locked in, bro. Like I went on my IG, I like cleaned up my whole like, you know, page, how my brand is and how it looks. And I just, you know, deleted all my shit and just rebranded my shit and just like, you know, started to learn new skills on behind the camera and like, you know, editing techniques and like Premiere tutorials, you know what I mean? And just try to like sharpen my sword so when niggas are outside, like, yo, bro, I have a clip ready, you know what I mean? Like, y'all niggas are sleeping, but nah, man, I said, yo, if you don't take this opportunity to like hone on like a passion of yours or a dream or like a craft you wanted to pursue, you know what I mean? Then fuck, bro, like you slept and now it's like we outside and now you gotta go to work and you gotta go 9 to 5 and clock in and shit, you know what I mean? Like, so that's what I did, man. Like the pandemic for me just gave me an opportunity to like really focus on myself, you know, and like what I wanted for myself and what to do with my life, you know what I mean? Like I literally was like, you know what? It's lockdown thing. Let me just fucking make sure that I'm staying up with the Joneses and like, you know, how not staying up with the Joneses I should say, but like the scene and how videos are shot and how niggas are productions are being put together and just like I would watch a lot of like cinematographers that got YouTube pages and like, you know, they give their pointers and, you know, they give their fucking
some great videos.
You know, they tell their stories and like, you know the do's and don'ts in the film industry and shit and like, oh, if you're a beginning cinematographer, like here's things you should learn type shit, right? And and just practice, man, bro. So and I literally shot a lot, like all through the pandemic, man. I was shooting, bro, like because when I rebranded my shit and just started like fucking videos changes, but whatever. It's a Nipsey thing. It's all good. I ain't tripping. Yo, shout out Nipsey, R.I.P. Nip, bro. But yeah, man, when I started rebranding my page and niggas saw like how my shit looked and they were like, yo, who's doing your videos? I'm like, yo, that's me, fam. Like I make those. Like, what? For real? I thought you just rapped. Yo, can I get a video? And then the rest is history, man. Like shout out Novocaine and Half Cut, bro. They're local rappers out here, and these guys are like my first 2 like paid clients, man. And I shot a video for Half Cut, and then bare people saw it, word of mouth.
That's how it goes.
You know?
That's how it goes. So then you said you rebranded. What was rebranding like for you? What did that process look like for you? How did you decide I'm gonna pivot? Because pivoting is probably the best thing you can do for your business, but it's also the hardest thing to do, especially if you're locked in and you're identifying with one thing this whole time, right? What was that pivot for you? What made you decide to do it, and what was the steps to that process?
Just seeing how, like I said, how I was studying a lot of these like cinematographer guys, like directors on YouTube and shit, and just like they would give branding pointers and shit, and just not even just taking what they said. Not like, you know, niggas be sitting there, they got a lot to say. I'm not even taking that stuff in. I'm going on their page and seeing how it looks. How do they present themselves? How are they presenting their work? You know, like how does their IG look as soon as you open it? Like, and you know, does it catch your eye? Like, you know what I mean?
IG's like your business card, right?
Facts. That is the fucking global, man. Global business card, you know what I mean? Fucking, and yeah, so I just saw how a lot of dudes had their style. And I was like, yo, I need to hone in on my style. Like, what is my style? You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I did, bro. Rebrand, found my actual style. Like, this is how I'm gonna shoot. This is like, you know, this is how I'm gonna like present my work to people on my IG. I'm gonna dress it up nice. I'm gonna make sure everything's cohesive, you know, even with just a simple font, you know what I mean? Or like, if I make a poster, I want to have like 3 different versions of that poster, you know what I mean? Just to like always give people something to see, and even if you saw it yesterday, it's new today, you know what I mean? And that was it, man. That was my branding. That was my rebranding.
Let's cut there.
Yeah.
Are you tired of the running around for a specific hair product, for a specific type of hair? Are you tired of overpaying for services like weave and extensions? Well, are you in Northwestern Canada's best kept secret? Afro Era in North Edmonton is now open and operating right at Londonderry Mall. Come shop all things black, including hair care, beauty products and accessories, and hair itself. Now accepting online orders as well as walk-ins for braids, weave, and more. There's no more running around to find the right products and services. Your hair is a statement, so treat it like one. Visit us in-store or shop with us online at afroera.ca.
Okay,
We back.
we back.
Gab.
You know,
Kid T and this bitch. I'm here with Alex.
you know.
Y'all know who the fuck it is.
After a little word from our, our sponsors.
Yeah. Shout out to sponsors though.
So, we talked about pivoting.
Yeah.
We talked about branding. Okay. Now let's talk about like the work, the actual work.
The actual work.
Right, because-
what kind of work though?
Yeah.
Like the rap
Not that
or-
work, man.
No,
Not
I
that
don't like
work.
that. I'm talking
Not
about like the rap or the music, like what?
Behind the scenes with the cinematography and
Okay.
the craft and stuff. Even this could apply to the rap too. But when you're transitioning, we talked about how in the pandemic,
Yeah.
right, you transitioned into being more behind the camera. You got up on your craft, your editing and all that, right? Talk about the hours that you put in, right? Because a lot of people have a hard time going from 9 to 5 to working for themselves because of that time, right?
They use that
That clock, that punch in, there's no
yeah.
punch clock with this,
Yeah,
right?
no.
If something's got to get done, it's got to get done.
It's gotta get done, man.
But you're not from that world. So talk about what those days look like for you. When you wake up, what's the first thing you're thinking about when it comes to work?
Your average day. Fuck, man. Like, depending on like the load, bro. Like, I'll either have fucking a shoot that day, or catching up on edits. You know what I mean? Post up, get some coffee somewhere.
Get some work done.
Yeah, get some work done. But yeah, like you said, bro. Like when you're not clocking in and shit, and it's like fuck, bro. Shit's got to get done. You need to discipline yourself. You need a lot of discipline to get off your ass. Man, you get them off days. You know what I mean? But it's like fuck, bro. You can't have an off day, man. When you're trying to be great, bro, and like. Off days, fuck it. I take an off day, make it the best day.
They have to.
You know what I mean?
They have
But
to.
yeah, bro, just the work, bro, like, it's tedious, man, but the amount of hours I probably put into this shit, bro, I don't even pay attention to that shit. I get lost, bro. I'll start something, I probably won't get to bed till like 7 a.m. You know what I mean? Like, I just look at the clock, oh shit, 4 hours went by. You know what I mean? But it's all like, if you're passionate about something, bro, you don't really pay attention to that shit.
You keep going. You
know
keep
what
going
I mean?
after.
Like, I'm focused on the end result. I don't care how long it takes. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, bro. I'm doing this microwave era we live in, bro. I ain't really fucking with that shit. Like, it's too like now, quick. Like
Everything.
Fuck, bro. Rome wasn't built in a day. You know what I mean?
It's that instant gratification. It's
Yeah.
hard to like. You gotta understand, like, this is a generation that grew up on pizza pockets. We're part of it too. Like,
Yeah, like,
fast
we're
food.
like the guinea pigs of it. You know what I
We
mean?
are.
Like fucking microwaves and shit, and
Everything's
just
like
the
that.
first cell phone. This is just a cell phone, bro. Like I remember the first cell phone I saw was big as fuck. My pops got it. You know what I mean? And then a pager. Niggas don't know about pager. You bring up a pager, they're like, these millennials or whatever. It's like they don't fucking know what the fuck a pager is, bro. Like,
pagers and all that. So, like transitioning from that, from everything having to come with time and all that, to coming with like, okay, everybody wanting everything instantly. How do you manage that, especially in the work you do? This is
bro,
it's a gig economy, right?
You see how this goes back to how many hours a nigga put into this shit. It's like, dude, motherfuckers think you shoot a video today, it's gonna be done in like tomorrow, or like it's like, bro, you're lucky if you get the photos from the video tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, bro, and on top of that, like, don't think that you're like the only person out here trying to get a video. You know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers don't respect people's time or recognize that, like, yo, you're like, the world doesn't revolve around you, fam. You know what I mean? like people got lives, people got kids, people got family, people got errands. Like, tell me a soul on the planet that don't got errands.
Everybody got errands.
You know what I mean? Like, so
Even if you don't got errands, you still got errands.
dude, fucking a bum got errands, fam. You gotta go get them cans. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking crazy, bro. Like, so yeah, man, just trying to like teach people that and show them like, yo, bro, put the time in to get a good result. Don't half-ass it.
So how do you
know what I
juggle
mean?
that? Because you don't do one project at a time.
Bro, it's
juggle
hard,
multiple
man.
projects.
It's only hard. It's honestly hard, bro. And like for me personally, dog, it's just like I struggle with like finding someone that like sees the way I see, you know, that could like, you know, on the same page as like, you know, someone you could show something and they get it. You know what I mean? They're not gonna like try and like go against the grain or do their own thing. Like, you know, just if I was able, bro, to find a person that could like help me with a bunch of work, cause like I just take on a bunch of work by myself, cause I don't trust niggas to execute, bro. I don't trust niggas to execute the way I would execute. You know what I mean? And fuck, bro, what's that saying? You want something done, do it yourself. You want it done right, do it yourself. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, I take on a lot, you know, trying to balance this hard, but fuck, bro, at the end of the day, it gets done.
It
know
works,
what I mean?
it works, but then when you're trying to scale, when you're trying to do more projects,
yeah, see, and that's
bigger projects.
Exactly, bro, and that's what I'm saying, man. Like, that's the realm that I feel like I'm on the cusp of like getting into. You know what I mean? Where it's like, fuck this like solo man shit, this one man band shit, because like now it's like I'm at a point where I want to teach like someone like-minded like me what I know, if they could teach me something, vice versa, right? And like build an actual like media company, you know what I mean? Or like have like an entity where it's like we have a crew. I don't gotta outsource, you know, all this shit. Everything's in-house and we actually have a crew. It's not just T shooting everything anymore, you know what I mean?
I remember the first time I saw you shoot, you had the Sony camera on the gimbal, then you had the Kodak in your pocket, and then you had the drone in the other hand, and I'm like, yo, this guy's operating 3 different cameras.
Yeah.
Like, and then you have the lights, and I'm like, yo, like, this guy's a one-man band.
Well, do it, but like, cause like I said, man, I don't trust if I hand you this task, fam, and are you gonna execute it the way I would? Cause if not, fuck it, I'll do it myself. You know what I mean? Like, high level shit only. If you trying to do some half-ass shit, like go over there, cause I'm not one of them niggas, bro. Like I'll do the same take 100 times till it looks right, bro.
So has that ever, you know, juggling of all those roles, because it's not one role.
Nah, man.
You're the guy behind the camera, but you're doing 3-4 different roles.
Graphic designer, photographer. I taught myself my photography like in the last 2 years. Videographer, cinematographer, editor. I proofread my shit. You know, mistakes all the time. I always catch mistakes, but you know, it is what it is. But you know what I mean? And I always tell niggas like, yo, bro, if you can't do all of this, why the fuck are we talking, bro? You know what I mean? Because like I could do all this by myself. And if you don't even know how to do one of these, like, why are you here? Why are we gonna mix? You know what I mean? And like, yeah, bro. But I'm an advocate, bro, for niggas to like be like that. Like, learn it yourself, do it yourself, and then you don't gotta worry about nothing. If you fuck up, you fuck up. You know, you don't gotta bitch at the next man. Like, oh damn, man, why didn't you do it the way I wanted? And I don't like having them type of conversations with niggas, bro, because they get in their feelings. You know what I mean? Like, motherfucker, like if you shoot some whack shit, bro, and it's like, yo, dog, do you think that looks sick? Because I think that looks garbage. A motherfucker take that personal. You know what I mean? Be like, oh, bro, you're hating on my style. Like, oh, like why you threatening? You know what I mean? But it's like, nah, bro, like a standard. Like motherfuckers don't have a standard. Like, set a standard for yourself, and then, yo, you'll be great, man. Unless your standards are low. You know, motherfuckers got low standards and shit. Like, so yeah, bro, like, I'm an advocate for do it yourself.
It's interesting because we're the complete opposite. Because you have all these skill sets. I have no skill sets. I have no.
You do though. What do you mean? You do though.
No, I'm just a guy like.
You got the gift of gab.
I'm a guy like, I see something. I say, okay, I want to do this. How do I do it? Who do I need to get it done? You know what I mean? Because there's some things I can do, but I know there's some things I'm better off doing.
Yeah.
Because there's somebody else that does this better than me.
Exactly. See, but that's the one thing. I was literally having a conversation at the shoot I was at today. I was like, bro, if I don't know a motherfucker that knows how to do that, if I don't know how to do something, I'm gonna find a motherfucker that knows how to do that.
Simple.
And I'm gonna try and learn that from him. Or shit, bro, I don't really get this, but are you down to, if I really need you to do this for me, are you down? You know what I mean? Because I just can't grasp it, man. Like, you know, not everyone knows how to play a piano, you know what I mean, or a violin and shit. You know what I mean? But you could be taught, but you can't. You can't catch it, but you can be taught doing something else and master that. You know what I mean? It's like, So I really like I said, back to the advocate about, do it yourself. I'm an advocate for reach out to people that if you don't know something, go find out. Knowledge is power.
Mm-hmm. I think that, when we're talking about this, reaching out to somebody that knows how to do it, learning, finding people that know, this is the catalyst of what's become the economy that we're living in today, like this gig economy, right?
Yeah.
It's like you pick up a job here, you pick up a job here, you pick up this film, okay, boom, now you have 4 or 5 projects. Mm-hmm. These projects, they're going to take you maybe 3-4 months to do. But, for 3-4 months, you're like, okay, like my bills are good. You know what I'm saying? I can make my payments, So this is the new gig economy, right? Mm-hmm. This is the whole thing behind the Great Resignation, why everybody's quitting their jobs and starting to do what they want, right?
Back to what I said earlier, man. Like when you asked me about the pandemic thing, right? Like like I said, man, if niggas didn't lock in on something they wanted to do, besides whatever they're doing at that point, everyone got to pay their bills. Of course, you're not gonna try and starve. No one's trying to be hurting. So if a person that wanted to paint, in the pandemic, you locked down, you're stuck in the house, and if you didn't sit down at a canvas and try and paint something every day, we locked up for 2 years, a year and a half, couldn't do shit. Then you slept on yourself, man. You didn't take the opportunity to look inward. You know what I mean? And practice, learn something, do something new. I taught myself photography because I was just focused on video, man. I was just what the fuck is photos? I just do videos, moving pictures. What the fuck? I take sick pictures. What the fuck? Half these photographers suck anyways. You know what I mean? Why can't I can be better than you guys? And then on top of that, it's if I can learn how to do photography, I don't need to hire you.
Exactly.
I save some bread. You know what I mean?
It's interesting because I've seen a lot of photographers. I started out in the modeling industry. So I started seeing this is how you take pictures, this is how you do this, and this is how you do this. And then I'm like, you know what? I could probably do this stuff myself. So then I bought a camera and I just started shooting. I don't call myself a photographer. I like to dabble in everything. But now I see how easy it is to just learn a new skill. Yeah. It's actually really easy.
Yeah.
You just YouTube University. You said you went on YouTube, started getting into all the, and that is not just for creating.
Yeah.
You can learn how to trade in the stock market like that.
You can learn how to change oil.
You can learn how to change oil.
You don't know how to change oil, go on YouTube. Just Google what kind of car you got.
Yeah, I've seen people do whole DIYs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Change up a whole room and stuff.
Yeah, bro.
On YouTube. They learn on YouTube. Facts. They do everything. So
they got whole fitness, fitness fucking tutorials or whatever. I want to get them abs, you know what I mean? Home workouts.
At this point, so all this information's out there, right? There's really no excuse anymore to there's none. So what do you think it is now that's stopping us?
If you got 2 legs, bro, you're not blind, you can hear, you can see well, bro, there shouldn't really be any excuse, man, unless you're just fucking, what's that once? Are you living, are you existing? You know what I mean? That's that phrase, right? Are you really living, or are you existing? You know what I mean? Are you just here? You're just here to take up air, or are you gonna do something with yourself? You know what I mean?
And you're a prime example, man. I think your
man.
process is interesting, man. I think it's to see you go from, music, to say, okay, now you were in front of the camera, in front of the mic, now you're behind the camera, right? That's a transition you don't see most people do. I think in the Kanye documentary, Chike talks about how he was trying to be a stand-up comedian.
Cootie.
Yeah, Cootie. It was Cootie. Right? Not Chike. Cootie. He's trying to be a stand-up comedian. Then he said, okay, I went behind the camera to do this.
Yeah, he quit that shit. Just pursue the lens shit.
So was that when you made that decision, what was that creative negotiation like between yourself?
What do you mean, should I, should I not?
Yeah. What was that?
You had the 2 conscious thing, you had the devil here, angel there. Bro, I was tired of working for white people, man. Bro, I watched my granny come from fucking Jamaica, fucking work the same job longer than I even existed on this planet, fam, to pay a mortgage, to listen to some fuck, you know what I mean, for a check, you know what I'm saying? So it's bro, I worked so much for people and just companies, and I had every type of job you could think of, fam, and it was I just was I'm sick of that shit. I ain't trying to do that shit no more. I want to be my own boss. You know what I mean? I want to work for myself. and that was it. That was literally the creative conversation I have with my negotiation, the creative negotiation I have with myself was like, yo, I'm either gonna be a 9-to-5 regular dude and just like, conform to society and how they want you to live, get married, fucking grow old, die, and whatever. You know what I mean? Fuck that, bro. I want to be great, man. You know what I mean? So I was just like, yo, I'm tired of working for people. I want to work for myself. And if this camera could put me in that position, and fuck it, yo, I dived in, man. I charge niggas something nice for something, for a video. So it's like, bro, I haven't had a boss for like 4 years now. You know
That's
what I mean?
amazing, man.
Like, nigga could tell me nothing. Literally. If anyone want to talk to me, yo, call my phone, we could do business. You know what I mean?
If you can get paid off of creativity, you're winning in life. I always say, if you can get paid off of the things you can just
bro, fam, and that's crazy. And the craziest thing, bro, was like, man, I tell niggas this, bro. It's so like, I said this shit so many times, fam. Like just to like people I meet, like my homies, and just like good friends of mine. Like, bro, I wanted to be Jay-Z, my nigga. I wanted to be Hov.
I still do.
You know what I mean? Like my goal was like, yo, Hov, look, this the flyest nigga ever. Yo, Dipset, I wanted to be, I wanted all that. Rapper shit. I wanted to be the rapper. You know what I mean? If I never pursued that, bro, I would have never got introduced to a camera, man, legit. So it's like, this life is just a trippy thing, man. Like you could want to do one thing, be so passionate and be like, yo, I'm gonna put my all into this, and then something could just come out of nowhere and be like, but that's God, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, your destiny ain't this, fam, it's this. You know what I mean? But if you didn't pursue that, you would have never found this. So it's like, everything's meant to be, bro. So
it's a never-ending journey, man.
I think, it is.
Once you embark on
life
that.
is a crazy thing, man. When I think about life, bro, and just shit that's happened to me personally, and just like experiences, meeting people. Like if I didn't meet this person, I wouldn't have known this person. I wouldn't have like got introduced to this connect, or I wouldn't have had this opportunity. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy. Like you really gotta be outside, man. You really gotta be outside, bro.
You gotta be outside. I think you touched on something interesting there, man. Like, everybody's journey is different. You can't really you can look at this person and say, okay, I'm gonna take something from here. I'm gonna take something from this guy. I'm gonna take something from this guy. But at the end of the day, your path is your own, right? You would have never stumbled.
It's not yours. It's man. Come on, bro. It's not up to us, man. We're just the vessels.
He's got the GPS.
You know what I mean?
We just,
Yeah, we're the car. Just, he's a driver. You know what I mean? And it's just like we either crash and burn, or you make it to the promised land. You know what I mean? So
let me ask you this: what's one thing that you've learned since making your transitions? You started out in music, right? You said, I'm gonna take this journey and go this way. Since then, you've transitioned, right? Now you're doing videography, cinematography, editing, all this stuff. What's the biggest thing that you've learned in that process that you didn't know before, that really changed your whole perspective on this journey that you're on, right? You started out as a musician, you started out as an artist, you ended up transitioning into videography. What's something you're looking at now that you did not know before? You thought you did. You thought you knew everything, right? You said, I'm doing this. This is what I want. It didn't turn out didn't turn out to go that way. It went a different route.
In fact.
Right? So now
what's crazy? You know how you say that? It actually kind of did turn out the way it was supposed to. You know what I mean? Like it kind of did. Like, pursue the rapper thing, meet the lens. It's, like I said, man, it's all premeditated from him, man. Like, But one thing that I learned that I really fuck, man, like the most important thing I learned when I transitioned, bro, that I actually carry with me to this day, man, is like, no one needs to know how a watch is made, man. They just need to know the time so they're not late. You know what I mean?
That's a bar.
That's it. And like, bro, when I got behind the camera, bro, my pictures, my videos, like, just, bro, there's people that I would never picture myself talking to you if you didn't fuck with my shit, or you didn't see my art and respect my art. And that's another thing, man. Like it's multiple things, bro, that I learned, bro. Like art is an amazing thing, man. It could put you in a room with like some moguls, man. Like, you could get in there, you know what I mean? It's just a respect thing, and the hustle. Like a lot of people behind the lens, it's like a hustle thing. Like, yo, like, how good's your work? Like, how often you working? Like, yo, are you shooting? Like, you know, that's like, when I meet people in the industry, it's like, oh, like, how often do you shoot? Like, it's literally like one of the first questions. You know what I mean? So it's like I like the hustle, man, and like I learned that like, fam, anything's possible, bro. I'm still learning every day with the camera, man. Like, I don't got it all figured out. I don't know, like, you know, I don't know fucking ISO, f-stop, and all that shit. Like, you know, all the technical shit, but it's like, bro, like, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, man, and what they see is what they get. You know what I mean? Back to the watch reference. Like, you know, everyone doesn't know how to make a watch. Why the fuck? I just need to know the time, fam. Like, I need to know how to make a watch for it. You know what I mean? So like with my work, bro, like I just want people to see my shit, man, and like respect my shit, putting on for the city. You know, just trying to level it up, and hopefully, bro, when I'm not here no more, it's all said and done, man, that there's someone that comes after me.
Facts.
With the same, you know, the same mentality and like
Each one teach one.
Uptown
Man.
state of mind, man. That's the whole Uptown state of mind thing. It's like high level. Like, niggas ask me, oh, what's Uptown state of mind? Usam. I'm like, don't say it like that, man. You're stupid. You sound dumb when you say it like that. It's like, nah, it's Uptown state of mind, bro. Like, we do shit at a high level. Like, because, bro, I always saw, like, you know, the standard out here, you know, it was low, fam.
The bar was really low.
It was low, bro. And I'm like, what the fuck you niggas doing? Y'all making us look stupid. Like, make us look fly, man. Make us be respected. You know, that's it. I want the city to be respected, like, fucking Toronto, Van, E-Town getting busy, you know what I mean? I want Calgary to be like, yo, there's niggas in Calgary that get it, like rappers, singers, artists, graphic guys, like, you know, all that, bro, like, super slept on, and man, that's it, bro. I want the city, put the city on the map, and just keep building, man, keep building this Uptown shit.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So what's next for you, man? What's next? What can we expect from the Kid T?
Man,
Uptown State of Mind?
I'm working on a documentary with Moraine from E-Town. Shout out my dog, the 25th Dynasty. You know what the fuck it is.
We got to get Maureen on the Gifted Gab.
Yeah, man. I've been telling him, man. You got to start doing these interviews, man. Get himself out there like that, you know? Just talk, man. Just tell your story. But yeah, bro, we're telling his story through this doc. And, like bits of his life story. It's more focused on like the
process,
the recording process, and like the making of his like debut Bigger Dreams EP and shit. So I'm working on that. I just need more footage and like, you know, man, you know, when you're looking at you look back on stuff and you're like, oh, it's not enough. Like I need more, you know, so.
It's never enough.
Yeah. And I'm just trying to make it right. And after seeing like, you know, the Kanye joint, you know, I'm just like, damn, man, I could be on that level. I could try to retouch that, you know, that level like that, like make shit look like that, you know, just on the documentary level. But yeah, man, I got my volume 6 to my Uptown State of Mind series that I put out, like, you know, mixtape, rapper shit. You know, I haven't been on my rapper shit in a while, so like, I'm just trying to get back on the bike, man, and remind niggas, you know, like, yeah, I do camera shit, but like, yo, don't ever get it twisted, man. Like I eat shit, like I eat beats for breakfast, man. Like it's light. But yeah, man, volume 6, Uptown State of Mind, volume 6, Bigger Dreams, a documentary. I recently did like some drone work for a short film out here. And yeah, man, just trying to stay busy, bro. Just trying to stay ahead, man, and you know, be better than yesterday.
That's it.
And then, you know, make the city look blessed, bro. Make the city look great like we are. You know what I mean? There's so much talent out here, you know, and I just want it to be highlighted. And that's, back to like, you know, the transition from the rapper to the camera thing is like, man, I told myself, like, yo, I never had a person like me to like shoot for me, or I never just knew a person like that was like able to like, you know, meet my needs as like an artist. So it's like if I could do that for somebody, then fuck, man, I'm all in. You know, if I could be that person to like do a video for a homie and he's actually like, damn, man, like, yo, I really want to pursue this. You know what I mean? Like I've had that, like inspiring people just by working with them, and you know, so I live bi-curiously through like a lot of my clients, man, like rappers, you know, artists and shit. Cause if I see myself in them, you know what I mean, through the lens and shit, and I just want them to look fly and shit, you know.
It's humbling, man. It's humbling.
Yeah.
Let our people know where they can find you, where they can find your work.
Yo, man, y'all can find me on Instagram at thekidT_USOMENT, and it's the same for YouTube. I don't really got no new shit on Spotify and all that. It's just YouTube, man. I'm on the visual shit right now. I ain't really on the audio shit. So, yeah, man, that's about it, bro. Just The Kid T. Search The Kid T on Google. I'll pop up. Hopefully there's not another The Kid T lurking around here somewhere, you know?
Got some trademark issues.
Yeah, so.
My man, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. It was a great conversation. You guys know what to do. The Gifted Gab, baby. And just like that,